When I find myself in times of darkness, my favorite Beatles song comforts me. Salutations, meatbags. I'm your non-binary who I host with the most. Or just your non-binary host with the most, Mr. Bones. Today, we continue my series where I talk about my 4 favorite Beatles albums. Today, we're talking about Let It Be, the Beatles' last studio album, recorded alongside the sessions for Abbey Road. This is a very emotionally important album to me. Separated from what happened with the band at this point, just in general. The whole album reminds me of things that happened in my life before I passed away, before this afterlife. With songs like Across the Universe, You and Me, or not You and Me, thinking of a lyric from the song, The Two of Us, The Long and Winding Road, Let It Be, the last of which is my favorite Beatles song of all time. They're all just these very emotional songs that remind me of a point in my life where things were transpiring or were beginning to accumulate and changes were overhead on the horizon. And I had to make a choice. The choice was to leave certain things behind. And that pained me and I didn't want to do it. And that's how this album feels when you listen to it. Obviously, there are still songs like I, Me, Me, Mine, and Mrs. Maggie, and things like that on the album where there's this classic Beatles goofiness to it, but there's also this underlying sadness to the whole album. This is the last Beatles album. There's nothing else after this. You feel that. Even now, as I sit here in my afterlife, every time I listen to this album, I think of those points in my life where similar things were transpiring. I had to leave things behind. And it makes me sad. But in the end, it's necessary. Everyone needs to find an album like this for them. An album that is emotionally important to you and makes you sad, but in the end is also necessary. Find your Let It Be. And let it be. I think that the song Let It Be, the title track, is my favorite Beatles song. It's emotional and sad, but comforting. It's there for when you need it. To help you. To help you grieve. To help you feel, cry, whatever you need. You need to give something up now, or need to face a struggle now. Do it, but in the end, to quote Paul McCartney, there will be an answer. It will pass, and everything will be okay. Again, find your Let It Be, and let it be. Until next time, I'm your non-binary horror host, or host with the most, Mr. Bones.